I've been a FIA teacher for 20 years, and actually yesterday was my last day teaching. I've been a teacher for 35 years, almost 25 years here in Sartell, but the last 2 days have been very emotional because, again, I decided to terminate my teaching career at the present time, seek this candidacy for the 6th District, as well as, jumping both feet into this thing full time. Now, this hasn't been an easy decision to make. I'll tell you what, it was a tough time coming because I love my family and I love my job, teaching, working with kids, and I also love being the mayor of the city of Sartell. But folks, Washington is broken. Congress is not working together to solve the issues this nation has. The gridlock is killing us. Government shutdown, sequestration, fiscal cliffs, debt ceilings are all signs of a broken Washington, a broken government. The finger pointing on both sides is not solving the issues that we have. Blaming is not solving the issues that we have. The uncompromising, stonewalling positions of the Tea Party has done nothing but obstruct Congress. Okay? Now, all my life I've been working with people. As a mayor and as a council, we work what's best for people. And that's what I hope to do, is get the message out, is that we're there in Washington to serve people. Whether it was a coach, whether it was being a teacher, whether it being a neighbor, whether it's being a dad, whether it's being a mayor, it's always been about people. Now, some of you folks know me. I think I'm pretty much a product of the 6th District, and that's one of the reasons why I want to go to Washington. I was born in St. Cloud, grew up in Sauk Rapids. My family moved back to St. Cloud when my dad was dying of cancer. Went to Apollo High School, then went on to St. John's University, also got a master's degree at St. Cloud State. My grandparents and their parents farmed in the area around here. They're buried in this soil, and I'll probably be buried in it with them. My dad was a Union Railroad worker for the Great Northern Railroad. He knew what it was to do hard work, and my mom did too. She's 93 years old, and she lives on 25th Avenue, and if you want to have a cup of coffee, stop by and connect with her. I married my high school sweetheart, and she's been able to put up with me for 35 years. We've raised 3 daughters, hopefully successfully. They've gone on to college and become teachers and also a nurse. I'm very proud for what they're doing. I've been teaching, like I said, in Sartell here for about 25 years. I also taught up in Onamia, taught in Avon, and spent 7 years with the Department of Defense in Augsburg, Germany. Some of you folks also know that I've done a little bit of running, maybe a lot of running. I've run over 100 marathons, actually won 20 of them. Competed in a couple Olympic trials. Also did some of that long ball stuff, ultra marathon running, 62-mile races. Competed in a couple World Cup teams for the U.S. national team. So I know what it is to work hard. I know what it is to train hard. And I bring that passion and competitiveness into this congressional race. I was an Eagle Scout, okay? And I take the values I learned in scouting along with me. I've got a couple of nephews that are Eagle Scouts as well, and very proud of them. I've done a lot of odd jobs, from picking rock on a farm to picking up garbage cans and working at a mobile home park. I'm also pretty frugal when it comes to my dollars, as you know. These girls think I'm too frugal because I cut coupons, I change my own oil, do my own auto repairs. They won't let me do dentistry. But nevertheless, I do what I can to be fiscally responsible. But this election is not about me. This election is about the people. It's not about Joe Perske. It's about you. It's about your grandkids. It's about your kids. It's about your neighbor, and it's about your neighbor's kids. It's about the child that hasn't been born yet. It's about the kid in school and keeping that kid in school and maybe getting them through there so that when they're finished and they've done a good job, they have a college degree, perhaps that can be affordable to them, or the training that they need that's affordable to them. It's about the person that's without a job, that we have jobs available, good paying jobs. It's about the handicapped. It's for the unfortunate, making sure that we have opportunities to provide for them so that they have hope in their lives for them and their family. And it's about the elderly, making sure that we take care of the elderly. It's about jobs, it's education, it's health care, it's affordable housing, it's transportation, infrastructure, and it's about treating people with respect and dignity. Now, it's no big news that the middle class has been deteriorating over the last 2 decades. That's a sad reality. But the American dream is built on affordable housing, jobs that pay something, being able to have a job, have a home, being able to have some money in your pocket to raise a family. But that can't happen unless we do have those jobs. And our economy, too, will only sputter unless we have jobs that actually can contribute to families' lives. Now, I know there's more than enough money in this country to provide health care for everyone. But the health care system that we have is broken. The dollars going into health care need to be going out to the dollars for patient care and taking care of those folks, not just lining the pockets of a few people. Now, the Affordable Care Act has received a lot of bad press. But nevertheless, it was an attempt to make things right. But try to repeal it 39, 40, 41 times is not the way we're going to solve these problems. We need to solve them by working together. And we can and we will do that. Now, working for these girls the last 10 years to put them through college was quite a task. I could always cut more coupons or change more oil. But not every family can do that. And so in the last 10 years, college tuition costs and college costs have risen, and so many colleges or students can't afford that. Families can't afford that. We need to make sure that college is affordable. We need to invest in education. Here in Sartell, we took a leap this past year. We gave every student, or purchased every student, in the middle school an iPad. And in the high school, they got a laptop. Now, what power is that? Now, we go back to times when we were in school, when we were looking at encyclopedias that were 10 years old. Those that you could be 2 presidents off for all that knowledge. But here in their hands, they have a computer which they have instant access to information. What happened in Asia last night is now in their hands this morning when they get up. Anything they want to do as far as communicate or get information is there in the palm of their hand. But not just for the wealthy kids. We have it in every kid's hand. What a way to level the playing field. They're limited only to what they have for the fire and passion in their belly to do what they can and want with their lives. Now, we can do that in Sartell, but we need to do that across the nation. We've got to be able to provide for all kids so that they're able to do that, so they can realize their dreams. And that's what's going to push America forward in the future. Now, I've got a lot of hopes and dreams about taking this on. But again, this idea of going to Congress has been about the people. And that's going to be the focus of this election. Now, I don't claim to be a brilliant politician, and I'm not a smooth-talking politician, otherwise I wouldn't have these notes here in front of me. But I will tell you what, I have a passion for doing what's right. I have a passion for doing what's best for people. So today I'm going to make this run for the 6th District. It's going to be a heck of a marathon, probably the biggest marathon of my life. Now, in the past, I've run marathons by myself. I've run elections by myself without taking the campaign contribution. But this one I can't run alone. I'm going to need the support of people in the 6th District. I'm going to need the support of you folks here today. But I will tell you what, if I am elected and I go to Washington and issues come across my desk, it's going to be just like it is when I'm mayor of the city of Sartell. I'm going to look at that legislation and I'm going to think, is this what's best for the people of the 6th District? Is this what's best for the people of America? And that's how I'm going to make my decision. Again, this is going to be the biggest marathon of my life, and I'm stepping out to do this. But I'm going to ask you for your support. And may I say, I want you to come and run with me. Thank you very much.